I'm sorry. Yes, I got it. Sonia, I got it. I got it. I think so. Can you? It said waiting for me, so I had to hit that go live button. It still says waiting. Oh, there it is. What happened? It just clicked in?
I guess so.
Okay. What happened? Thank you.
That shit delay.
It's like a 30-second delay. I listen to Sonia when she does hers, and I can hear the delay when she does a live stream. Okay, so it's this. This is how we end it too. Frank, last week I didn't get off because I didn't know how to end it. You
were still streaming after
the whole time, Frank, because I didn't know. It was my first one. Didn't know how to get out of it. Hey, y'all. It's us, me and Frank. I don't even know who that one person watching is. Or maybe that was me. Hey, y'all, come on in. We just waiting to start the day. We'll be trading at 9:30. Maybe that's Sonia. Hey, Sonia. I'm trying to get my computer updated so we can get started. Let me go wipe this. I'm rebooting this whole thing.
Okay, when you close out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are you do it in Market Watch?
Oh,
I'm asking.
I do it. You know what I found, Frank? I hit that home screen button up top.
Uh-huh.
It takes me to monitor. It just takes you right over the monitor.
If you hit the home screen,
Hit it. Yeah, you know, and then it's like a little, I have to show it to you. It's like a little, where to show you. And then, let me see. It's an arrow down. So, yeah, okay, do it again. Yep. Mm-hmm. And then here, hit that money thing. Let's see.
Maybe because it's nothing in there.
Yeah, but usually it'll take me to this screen. But look, it ain't doing it but taking you to monitor.
Oh.
So I think we closing out and monitor. No matter where you're hitting it, it takes you there. Yeah, it takes you there.
I need a rapid fire.
Hey y'all, good morning. Yeah. Okay, let's get started. I hope this thing doesn't give me any trouble.
Still updating?
I had to just shut down all the way, come out, and go back in. Because I don't know, it's taking so long. Okay, we're going to get started. Hey, y'all. Hola. Morning. Morning, y'all. We're getting set up. Hopefully, I think I'm trading QQQ today for sure. You know, I don't trade anything else. Frank, you said on QQQ today? Or are you doing something else?
Oxy, the oil company.
Okay. Frank, y'all say hey to Frank. Frank here. I told Frank he should do his own channel for guys. We'll see, huh? Okay. So, what y'all trading today? If you're trading something today or you're just here to learn, drop it in the chat so I know who's here. If you're learning, just put a L. If you're trading, put a T, and that way I know what's going on. Every time I log in, my Think Through Swim updates like 20 minutes before trading time. Gives me the blues. Gives me the willies. I hope everybody had some good turkey. We had beach Thanksgiving Day in Playa. Okay, learning. Black women build wealth. You're learning. Me too. So this is my disclaimer at the beginning of every live stream. Anytime I post anything on the internet, I am a novice. Everybody knows this. I hope if you are new, you have looked at some of the videos. I just started trading 3 months ago, 90 days, literally. So we're learning together. I'm just willing to show you all everything that I've learned already. So as I'm learning it, I'm passing it on to you guys. It's going to be half day. Yes, thank goodness. But hopefully we can get in here and make some money real quick and get out of here. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Anybody else trading today? Hey, is that Tara? Hey, Tara. Good to see y'all. So this is what happens to me every time I turn on my computer, y'all. So I just have to be patient. Just have some. I'm drinking some peppermint tea today with some honey. It's a honey eucalyptus and mint. Yum. Yay, Tara, you're gonna do 4 today. Yes. Tara started right here in the kitchen with us too. I want to say she took her first trade a couple weeks ago. I'm so happy you're gonna do it today. Are you gonna jump right in, Tara? Because I think I'm gonna wait. It depends. If the morning looks like it starts right off building or falling in some reasonable way, then I may jump in. But my strategy with QQQ is generally to wait and let the morning nonsense kind of clear out. Definitely by 10 o'clock, 10:30, somewhere between 10 and 11, I can kind of get a good gauge of what kind of day it's going to be. And then I feel comfortable deciding and buying either a call or a put. Because you guys, at this point in my journey, I don't know how to do anything else but a call or a put. There are all kinds of, combinations that you can do, like butterflies and iron condors and strangles and credit spreads. And I don't know nothing about none of that stuff. So if that's what you came for, if you want that, that's not happening here. We are starting. Frank and I started kind of together. I started, then I told Frank what I know, and Frank has taken it and run with it. Frank made more money than me, y'all, last week. That's because Frank is, I think, a more disciplined investor. He has rules and he uses his stops. I think that makes a difference. If you don't know how to play stops, that's something that's important to the game because it can control your losses. And if you need to come out, trust me, learn how to do stop losses. It's on my list. Frank has shared with me, but I'm gonna need to see it. I'm gonna need Frank to show me one more time because that's where I am. So I think I'm pretty good at reading a chart. That I'm good at. I'm good at exits. I got a sixth sense about when it's time to get out of that thing. I'm looking at all the candles, the pattern. I know when to get out. My entries are giving me trouble. So if you've got some insight into what makes good entries, drop it below because entries it's harder for me. Frank is more willing to take a risk. Frank will buy a bigger set of contracts than me. And he's not nervous, I don't think, when it's time to hit the button. This is me. It's like, oh, Lord, because we're talking about real money here, and I'm not wealthy. I am trying to build wealth. So I'm not trying to be foolish with money. So if you guys are just starting, I would urge you learn to place stop losses. You don't want to be doing this too long without learning about a stop loss. There are tons of good videos on stop losses. Frank might have some recommendations. You got some recommendations for videos and people that should look at Frank? Oh, I got his headphones. Can't hear. That ain't nothing but the devil. That's the devil. Oh, and if y'all wondering why it's so dark in here, it's because we generally have our soft music on. We light a candle. And it's just, it's calming. Because trading can be stressful. So we don't want to add to our stress. So we keep it kind of chill. We keep the mood chill. But this is stressing me. How long? That can't be true. This can't be true. Let me try something else. No, this is my internet. This isn't this. Oh gosh. Tara is diving in. Good for you, Tara. Do you have any idea how many contracts you want to purchase today? You know, my vote is for keep it low. Keep it really low. I like to get my contracts in the money. I don't fool around with options contracts that are out of the money. Some other people probably do. I don't know the benefit of that. For me, it's a safer investment to purchase contracts that are in the money. So I always get mine in the money. I try to make sure my delta is as high as possible because it's my understanding. And let me say this again because somebody else just came in this room. I just started trading 90 days ago. I am not an expert. I do not give financial advice. I don't do any of that stuff. Y'all are watching me learn, and we're learning together. I'm just sharing with you what I know. So if I say something and it's off or slightly not correct or you know more, drop it in the chat, please. Please don't let us be out here miseducating the community. That's the last thing. So I'm very careful about what I say. There are things I don't know. I know the things that I do know. I can read a chart. That's what I'm good at. I can read charts. I can set up like your think through swim stuff. I'm good with the platform. But in terms of like, I'm not a technician. I've only been doing it 3 months. So I can only share with you guys my 3 months knowledge. I'm hoping this is a community where you guys can help and share with all of us that are here. We're all learning together. I know Black Women Build Wealth. She dropped an L in the chat. So she's learning. I know Tara's learning and Frank and I are learning too. So this is like a learning community. This is not an expert community. So please, anything you see us doing, do know this is like we're in here under 90 days, but we're just willing to open it up and share. So, we can learn together. Because I definitely learned from Frank, and I've learned you all listen. She's a dear friend of mine now. We met through Exodus Summit, and she gave me the best stock tip. Oh my goodness. She told me to look at John Deere. Y'all, she called me, she sent me the message right before the doggone market opened, and that stock shot up 20 something dollars. Asked me why I was tied up in QQQ. Tied up. And I'm a little risk averse. I looked at it. I looked at it and it wasn't moving in a way that I recognized. And I was like, no, let me stick to what I know. But I will tell you this, you can't make money if you're scared. That's the truth. You cannot. And that's just with anything. I don't care what it is. In business, scared money really does not make money. You've got to be willing to take a chance, a calculated risk, of course, not just no willy-nilly risk, but a calculated risk. Have you heard of Trade and Travel? Yes, I have. Yes, I've heard of her name is Terry Ijuwuma, I think. I'm probably not pronouncing her last name correctly. Please forgive me. But yes, she does. That was the first time I ever really thought that travel could, afford me this lifestyle or help. Hey, I always thought of trading as long-term investments. I was a long-term investor. And so that whole thought of you can pay for your life abroad or, fund your bop around or your sabbatical by day trading, blew my mind. But we're here now. I might not be doing anything. My stuff's still updating. I don't know. And I can't trade on my phone. So y'all might be watching Frank trade today. I may have to give Frank some money for me to trade for me. I'll be like, Frank, take this. Give me 5 contracts because this not looking good. It's not looking good at all. Anybody got any ideas? Was she a teacher? Oh my God. Or was she a school principal? I think she was in education. I don't know, Frank. You got any ideas?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
And besides calling number,
It's been doing that. So I'm away. I don't know. I'm on the internet.
you want me to send the chat to some,
Yeah.
see what they say?
Yeah. Ask them, they're probably going to say something about my internet. I don't know. It did it to me the other day and I was in such a panic, but it finished in time for the market to start. But this is cutting it close. It's like 13 minutes before the market opens and it's just been rolling like that. I don't know. I don't have a clue. I don't know. But first of all, thank y'all. Welcome everybody. I hope everybody had a wonderful Thanksgiving. We had the cutest little beach Thanksgiving here in Playa del Carmen. We all went to Esmeralda Beach and it was a potluck. It was dancing. Y'all know it was some electric sliding and some cha-cha sliding and some wobbling. It was a ball. It was a nice time. It was easy. It was easy breezy capeasy. Who else is in here with us today? Hey, BJM. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Drop below and let us know if you're trading today or you're just here learning. If you're learning, put a L. If you're trading, put a T and tell us what you're trading today. I know Tyra is doing forward today. Frank and I always look at QQQ. Frank likes Oxy, so he's looking at Oxy today and possibly QQQ. And I may just be talking about trading today because I'll show you where I am. This is, and I can't stop it. I can't get it to do anything. Can't get it to stop. I think it's the internet too, Tara, but it can't be because I'm streaming on one computer. Frank is on. You're on and in, right?
Mm-hmm. I'm asking them what the issue is. See what they say.
Okay, I'm gonna try it one more time. Maybe because I keep starting over. Let's shut this bad baby all the way down. Let's shut it down and start all over. That's my answer to most tech questions. Turn it off and turn it back on. Okay, I'm gonna shut it down. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm restarting it now. So she's totally off. I'm gonna give it a minute to do whatever it's gonna do. And then we're gonna get in. But yeah, my method today or my thesis today is definitely we start now with QQQ. I'm looking to see if this little bullish run is going to continue. But we're in an overall downtrend. The market across the board, particularly tech stocks, have taken it really hard. So that's why I trade QQQ. I trade QQQ for a couple of reasons. One is heavy in tech stocks. Everybody knows tech stocks have been taking a beating and it's a downward market. So that makes sense to me. Why not into QQQ? Those stocks are doing horribly and it's a down. So ride the wave. We're going down. So that's why. That's my rationale for picking QQQ. But lately she's been on a little bullish run. So we took advantage of that too. But that always scares me. Like if the thing is going in a downward trend and you get a little pullback and it's going up, that's not going to last. I don't like those. I like to get with the trend and ride the trend because I feel like I have a greater likelihood of having a successful trade. Going with the trend. The trend really is your friend. I know that sounds so cliche, but the trend really is your friend. It just makes, for me, it takes a little bit more of the guesswork out, or the, not even guesswork, all the strategizing, and it just makes it easier to go with the flow. I'll pray for this computer because I would be sad if I can't trade today. I'll just leave it. I got 9 minutes, Frank. I ain't left it up for 9 minutes, so.
Oh, they responded. They said it goes through updates, and that's just how it is.
And so it really is just updating. I'm just here, always learning.
The last time you were in was Wednesday?
Yeah.
Did it do this?
It did it before. I can't remember the last time, but it was one morning when I flipped it on and it was doing an update. This is a big one. BJM says, let's see. My first trade was with GameStop in 2020. Made some money. I'm a long-time investor, but I need to really start back getting into trading. Yes. Trading for me is more for me about generating income, because you can do that. What you do with that income is up to you. I live off of some of it, but my real goal is to accumulate enough that I roll that into my long-term investments. So for me, options serve two purposes. I got some dog target stock. Everybody knows I've lost money with that stock, but you don't really lose money till you sell. So I'm holding it, but it's sitting on losses. So I use options to offset those losses. I could go in today, Target's doing horribly. I could buy a put, and as it's going down, I'm getting paid. That money offsets the losses that I've incurred with my Target stock. Well, you could do that as many times as you want to. So really, Target isn't losing you any money, or it isn't losing me any money, because I can go in and put a put, and I can do anything I want with that money. I can roll it into another investment, save it, or whatever. So that's one way I use options, is to help me with existing investments that I have. Anybody here with a 401k, or you're holding individual stocks? I don't know many people whose stocks haven't taken a hit. So if you're sitting on something that's taken a hit, you can use options to help offset some of those losses. That's one way. And then the second thing that I use options trading for is really to generate income. That money I let it accumulate in my Think Through Slim account. And eventually I move a lump sum over. Once it gets to be so much in wins or so much in gains, I move that money over to another investment account. So you can use options as a part of your trading strategy in a bunch of different ways. Those are just the two ways I like to. I hope y'all really are praying. Because I don't know. I'm going to think positive. In 6 minutes, this thing will have updated, and I will be trading smoothly and flawlessly. If not, we're going to be watching Sonia. Oh, no. Frank, is it updating just to my computer? Is that what it is? Is it mine? Why didn't yours update?
I don't know.
Oh.
But yeah, I don't have that issue. Yeah. And is it not going through the? No. I would reboot once more. It's
just spinning. I'm scared to do it again.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Any ideas? What do y'all think? What would you do? Would you reboot it again? Or would you just let it roll? I don't know. I don't have a clue. Maybe if I come in a different browser. Where am I coming through? This is Safari. Let me try it. under Chrome. No, that doesn't matter. What am I talking about? I'm not on mine. It went right back to it.
Did it really shut down?
I shut the whole thing down. I'm gonna shut it down again.
Do force close.
Okay.
Yeah, how to get that?
Force quit.
Force it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Everything force quit, and I'm gonna shut down. That's a nightmare. Anybody ever have trouble like right before you trade? I would say this. For me, trading is so much mental. It is a set of skills. You do have to have a skill set. And I can teach anybody that skill set. But what I cannot teach you is how to manage your emotions. You just have to be centered. That's the reason for the candle, the music, the tea, all that stuff helps me stay centered so that when things like this happen, I don't, like, yeah, it's no place for that. When you're talking about money and split second decision making, you do not have time to be worried about the thing you and your husband fought about yesterday. This is not the place. I promise you, when I come to trading, I have compartmentalized a whole bunch of stuff. I'm not thinking about a conversation I had yesterday with anybody. This is not, it's like game time. And then when game time comes, I really think it's better to be more robotic and more just leave all the emotion out. Somebody was asking me about, I even see me, but the truth is, you guys, I think the further away, the more I can distance myself. And it's like, these are numbers. And I always know that these are the numbers for today. I'm not locked in. I had to do that because I took a big loss, y'all, and it messed with me. Oh my God. It messed with me for days. And I had to work it out. I had to say, okay, you took a loss. That's all it is. Tomorrow you can get that back. You can get it back. But not if you stay in your head and you're all jacked up over a bad choice. No, I never played sports, but I would imagine that people who played sports have to get over things really quickly in order to continue in the game. And that's what I learned. Is you played sports, Frank?
Yeah.
Is it true that I don't know, because I never played sports. How do you deal with like something that rattles you in the trading day? Like, does anything rattle you?
Yeah, I mean,
rattled?
it can be emotional when you see your money going down and you're in a negative. You're gonna laugh at what I do. I actually put something funny on YouTube, like a comedy podcast, and I have it playing in the background while if the money's going down, and it kind of relaxes me, calms me, and then I focus on the charts, but I'm kind of listening to the jokes too at the same time.
That's what you do. That's cool.
Because you're you can understand that it's going to go back up, but it's still tough to watch that stock and your money dropping. So
it is. It's a mental game.
It's a lot of emotions, but I'm learning how to control it, handle it.
And so, what are you listening to today?
Well, now it's the news, but once the money is involved, I'm gonna put on like my favorite comedians, like Charlamagne the God or Godfrey has a nice podcast, or Corey Holcomb, people like that.
Okay, cool. So podcasts. Yeah. That's the cool one. Okay. What do you guys do? How do you manage the emotions? If you've traded before, how do you manage the emotions of trading? For me, I wonder if I could try that. I don't know if I would be distracted by the words. So my go-to is the tea, candle, and spa music or something that's instrumental. Frank likes to listen to his favorite podcast. Who is that down there? I made it. Yay. Who is that? Yes, Grand Rising. Morning. Welcome. If you're trading something today, drop it in the chat. Let us know. If you're just here learning with the rest of us, everybody knows Y'all could tell other people in the chat when they come, she not a teacher. I used to be a teacher. I taught elementary school. But you guys, I don't teach this because I'm just learning it. So we are learning together. I just agreed to let people come in and watch us and learn with us. So for me, it's better when I'm trading with a community or a partner for sure. When I do it by myself, I feel so isolated. I don't have anybody to bounce questions off of. I don't have anybody to break the tension. So this works for me because it's up. Hey, there's a God. Thank y'all for praying. It's up. I'll be right back. Oh, Lord. Frank, the market started.
Mm-hmm.
What we doing?
I'm looking at QQQ.
She doing anything?
We only a minute in. You fine.
Okay, so the bell rang, y'all. I missed the bell. I missed the opening bell because my stuff ain't right. And she's still acting up.
Is the update finished?
If the update is finished, I just put in my password. It's just moving slow. Okay, so I guess here's my second strategy for today. Since I'm not going to really be able to do anything from the opening bell, I'm going to probably wind up waiting at least the 30 minutes for things to settle down because I can't do anything anyway. And why are you being this way? Back to updating. I don't know. I might as well just help and share with y'all what I've learned because this is going to give me the blues and I'm not going to allow that. So first of all, thank you everybody that came to join the live stream today. I hope y'all had the best Thanksgiving ever. If that's what you celebrate, Indigenous Peoples Day, I don't want to be offensive to anybody. So whatever you celebrated, I hope it was beautiful. I hope you spent it with people you love. Hope you had something good to eat. I just hope your day was wonderful. I am trying to get logged in to my Think Through Swim. It keeps updating, so I can't do anything. Frank's watching QQQ. Can you tell us what's happening with QQQ?
Yes.
Frank the trader.
Right now, it's just holding steady. It isn't no large movement. It's just kind of holding steady right now. We're only 3 minutes in, so it's actually low volume. Only 11,000 trading right now.
Oh, really?
So
I guess it's because it's the day after the holiday. So it's the day after. Pretty light trading volume. Thank goodness.
are you logged in yet or no?
No, it popped up. I tried to put in my login info and it went right back.
Let's see, look at Oxy.
It did its thing. Oh, yeah. But see, that makes me think if it does another red candle like back, the stair-steppy thing,
right?
Then maybe it's just going to do, look, that is.
Let's see, that's what it does. It'll go down and like see now, it'll shoot up.
And shoot back up. Okay. So you thinking you'll take a call?
Yep.
If it does what it does?
See?
Well, so she do the same thing every morning. Yeah. Okay. Well, let me know.
We'll see.
Okay, so Frank's looking at Oxy, but he's been studying Oxy for a while. I like that company. I really do. I like Oxy. I think just about anything that Berkshire Hathaway touches is going to be. Oh, wait a minute. I got to get, that was Ty. Hold tight, folks. I got to get Ty in. Let's see. They didn't say anything to you, Frank, about your little QR code.
They don't even ask for it. Well,
they
see,
just
he knows
asked,
me now. He sees me every time.
Okay, because they asked Ty for hers, and they looked at her date is not right. And that's something they're going to card her.
He looks at me and he waits. Go ahead.
Okay, today is the 25th.
Yep.
Okay. QR code. I'm at the gate. Okay, cool. One person. Why want to generate the QR code? Sorry, you guys. I got to get Ty past the gate. Okay. One person generate QR code. Okay. I'm still not in. I am still not in. Hey, hey, Chloe. Hey, BJ, Sonia. Hey, all of y'all. Okay. So thank God the volume on the market is low.
Oh, it's installing.
Installing updates.
Yeah.
So just chill.
Yep.
Okay, so it's nothing I can do, but I can share with y'all what I've learned and what I'm working on. So if you have been trading or if you're an experienced trader, please let us know because we need to tap in. What I'm working on currently is entries. My exits are pretty good. Exiting means you get out of the trade before it turns against you, or you get out of it with a maximum amount of profit. And so I'm pretty good at exits. It's kind of like I know when to run. I have trouble with my entries because I get emotional. And if I see it, I want to run to it. And I'm not always thinking. You can't be emotional. So I got to work on entries. And I'm also working on really paying attention to supply and demand, support and resistance, and all of that's important, you all, because my entries are weak because I'm not entering near support. I'm just entering willy-nilly. And when you enter willy-nilly, you open your money up to risk. You stand a better chance of you not hitting the ground in the direction you want and getting instant starting out profitable. I've done that. I've entered wrong and I'm suffering losses before the gains. And so once you get so many losses, you got to have so many gains to overcome it. What I'm learning now is once I press that button, if that trade isn't profitable within a really quick, I give it a short amount of time, a short window, I exit out of the trade. That's hard for me, exiting out of the trade, because it might be a small loss, but at least if you leave a bad trade with a small loss, you can get into a good trade. So that's what I'm working on. Anybody ever been there? Not wanting to leave a trade because it's like you're invested. My money is here. I lost $10. I have to get over that. $10 is nothing. $20 is nothing. That's, those are acceptable losses for me. That might not be acceptable for you, but that's acceptable for me. Even to be honest with you, my tolerance is such that $100 is about where I'm okay. Anything over $100, now I'm starting to get, that's outside of my comfort zone. I don't want to be $400, $500 down. I've been there, but I don't want to be that if I don't have to. If I can work on making my entries better, my exits as tight as possible, I shouldn't have to suffer through losses before I get to the gains. So that's my tip for today. Work on your entry, work on exits, work on knowing where support and resistance are. That stuff is important. And I have been trading with weak skills in that area, and I could tell the difference. The minute I start really understanding how support and resistance works, like where's this stock gonna run into trouble? It's gonna run into trouble if it's coming here and it's a wall, a ceiling, that's called your resistance. It's gonna slow down at that price point. And what I found out about QQQ is there's resistance generally around the dollar mark, I think, because people trade like, I'm gonna either buy or sell at $3.93. So usually around the dollar mark, I see resistance. Sometimes around the 25 cent and the 50 cent mark too, I see resistance. If you see something different, let me know. But that's what I see when I'm trading QQQ. So from now on, and I just started doing this, I try to make my entries around a level of support so that even, especially if I'm buying a call, I want to enter at an area of support so that even if it stalls there, I know that is probably not, it's going to have a hard time going down because it's at support. It may bounce up, it could go down, but at least that way I can, around there, I can control my losses. Look it up. Y'all get a video. Do Rainer Teo. This thing's still doing whatever it's doing. Get Rainer. He does a good video about support and resistance. Black Girl Stocks does a good video about support and resistance. If you are just starting to trade, I say this is just what helped me. And I've noticed my profits are getting better. Please do yourself a favor. Learn about support and resistance, and also that'll help you with your exits and your entries. It'll help you maximize your profits and minimize your losses. I can get anybody to trade. I can teach anybody how to set up your platform. I can teach anybody how to look for these patterns, reading candlestick patterns. But what you have to do, I'm not good at it because I don't know how to do it. You have to learn how to plot support and resistance. What I'm using instead of that, and I told you guys this before, I like Fibonacci's retracement. I don't want to say I'm a lazy trader. I'm a new trader. And that Fibonacci's retracement, for me, it does. When I plot it, it is very much consistent with support and resistance. So if you're new and you don't really know how to do support and resistance, I can show you guys how to use that Fibonacci's retracement tool. It's in your drawing tools, and it will give you some real basic support and resistance. And pay attention. You know this not right. You know this ain't right. This the devil. The devil want me to teach today, not trade. I'm not, maybe I should do that, teach and trade. So I'm not trading today, it looks like. I'm teaching today. Okay, so Black Girl Stocks, Rainer Teo, and I recommended them before, but as I've gone back and watched some of their videos, they're not my favorites. I like Wise Trade because the videos are slick, they're well produced. But some of them go on too long for me. Like I have all kind of processing stuff going on. I got ADHD, PTSD, CPT. I got a lot of going on. So I don't need all of that. It's too much. It's too long. I need my information to be concise. And I find Black Girl Stock does a good job with that. Frank, you got another YouTuber that does a good job for you?
I like Trade Warrior.
Trading Warrior. He does the momentum.
Yeah, he's like a scalper, I think, and Trade Addict. I like him. It's a brother.
Yeah, you turned me on to him. Yeah. He's been day trading for a while. Yeah, Frank turned me on to Day Trading Addict. If you haven't seen him or watched any of his videos, check him out. He's good too. Okay, so my thing still says updating. Go figure. I don't know.
Who's the young lady for options?
Black Girl Stocks?
Yeah.
Foxtail Digital. Foxtail Digital. She's on Instagram. She drops good content on Instagram. She also does good content on YouTube. If you aren't following her, please do yourself a favor. On Sunday night, she does what's going to be happening for the upcoming week. And if you drop a stock ticker, like if you want to know what Ford is going to do for the upcoming week, drop it in her chat and she will run down the whole stock for you. She'll, pull it up, run through the different time frames. She will even give you levels, like enter at this level, exit here. That's, a newbie trader, that's invaluable. And then on Wednesday, she does a midweek review. And she kind of goes over, it's just like a midweek update, like what happened over a few days. Did any of those, theses, were they accurate? And then she moves forward for the rest of the week. But did you guys see, and Frank showed me this too, Frank be schooling me. You all know, I started out with Modern Black Girl, and Tiffany, I don't even know her last name, I just know Tiffany. She's the owner, founder, starter, and she was recently featured on Forbes. Now she is under 30 years old. That is a feat. And so I just want to say congratulations. I sent her a little a message, but congratulations, Tiffany, because that was such a big feat. And I think they were honoring her for bringing trading and bringing more Black women, just Black folks, period, into the world of trading and finance. So kudos, young sis. Kudos. If y'all have some questions, drop them in the chat. I am free to take questions because Lord knows I can't trade. So if you got a question, drop it in here. A lot of people use Fibonacci's. Yeah, I use it. Is that okay to, I use it instead. I'm a lazy trader. I'm a new trader and I have never to be lazy. I use it in place of, I used to go through and support all my own, plot all my own support and resistance. I don't plot on myself anymore. Now I just throw up a Fibonacci's thing and it works. Let's see, it says there's so much to learn. I like to look at the history of the stock, such as the 52-week high and low. Absolutely. You definitely want to know where you are in terms of the stock price. Like, are we at a low, all-time low? All-time lows are bad for people who hold the stock. It is beautiful for somebody like me who's looking to buy the stock because you're buying it on sale. And you guys, this is what they mean. This is not rocket science, folks. What they mean when they say millionaires are made and wealth is built during recessionary times and times when the market is down is because smart money is going to wait and watch and track those 52-week lows. And instead of buying Apple at $250 a share, you're now buying it at $100 a share. So instead of buying one, you could buy two. It's like stocks are going on sale. Y'all don't miss it. It's two parts to this investing thing for me. Options is what I'm doing while the market is down. Because nobody, the market is down. I'm not throwing a whole bunch of money into new stocks. That's me. I'm new. I know dollar cost averaging. Please don't tell me dollar cost averaging. I get it. But right now, I'm focusing on generating money with these options, and I'm waiting to look and buy when stocks are at a low. So that's what I'm doing. And I got a good feeling that this thing we haven't seen the bottom. What do I know? But I don't think we've seen the bottom. So I think there are going to be some more sales. So y'all look, hold your cash. Okay, wait a minute. It says something. Thinkers will check your connection and firewall or set the proxy in the input below. I don't know nothing about that. I don't know. I'm trying it again. Swim. Who knows, y'all? My Thinkorswim is not cooperating today, but Frank is up and rolling. You see anything good yet, Frank?
I jumped in already, but
what did you do? A call or put?
A call on Oxy.
Okay, call. Frank is in. He in the deal.
Let me see.
Y'all follow Oxy and see. Oh, wait a minute. I think Ty is here. Other buddy. Let's see. She's here. I'm at the gate. I'm in. Okay. I just need to send her the information where my apartment is. Okay. So it doesn't look like I'm trading today. I'm teaching today, no trading, because I've been trying to install updates. It has acted up before, but never like this. So ask me anything. Since y'all got me here, ask me a question. Hello. Then thumbs up to the host. Hey, Jovi. Hello, host. Where are you from? I'm from Chicago. Jovi, where are you from? Let's see. It says, I am from Chicago, but hey, Jovi, you sure you're in the right place? Let's see. We're trading here today. Let's see. Okay, just in case. Do you only buy calls and puts? How about selling them? Yeah, I only buy I buy calls and puts. I don't sell them. I don't do cover calls and any of the other things. I literally took my first options class back in, I want to say it was August. It wasn't that long ago. August, September, October, November. Yeah, not really even a full 90 days ago. So there's some advanced or some options, products, and strategies that are beyond my scope at this point. What I can do, what I'm good at, I think it kind of leans into my teaching background. If somebody is interested in starting like me, I can make that path a little easier for you. Your barrier to entry should be lower, much lower than mine. Because I jumped in, I didn't have any support. I didn't have anybody to talk to. I didn't have anybody to bounce questions off. I didn't have a community like this where I could come on Fridays and be like, let's trade together. Let me ask you a question. Show me what you're doing. I didn't have that. And so I think it made it a little harder for me. I was learning in isolation. I couldn't ask questions. That's not good. That's not ideal. Being a teacher, I understand that. People need to ask questions. You need to be able to get feedback. You need to be able to see examples and make mistakes. And I wasn't able to do that. So I'm offering that to you guys. Y'all can learn from my mistakes. Don't do what I did. I made all the novice mistakes. I will say this. Paper trade, people. Get your pride out the way. Get your ego out of this. Paper trade till you can be successful. Because I could teach you how to set up your Thinkorswim. Yep, I can do that. As a matter of fact, there's a link that you can go to and sign up for me to do a Zoom call with you. I can set you up with Thinkorswim. I can even get you started with your first trade. Yeah, that's Ty. I can even get you started with your first trade. If you want to start with Ford, we start with something really simple, something real easy. Hey, Love Muffin, come on in. So if you're interested in that, check out the link. I'll also drop the link later in the description or in the comments, wherever I can put it. But if you look at any of my other videos, you can find the link to sign up for me to sit with you, walk you through your Thinkorswim setup, and then get you started with your first trade. That's easy to do. I can show you how to look for patterns. I can show you how to look for particular patterns. I could do all of that. But the rest of it, you're going to have to, take some of the initiative. Yeah, you can be.
Okay.
We want you here. Yes, Ty just joined us. Oh, yeah, we want you in the shot. Hey, y'all, say hi to Ty. We're working together. So Ty wants to learn too. So this is the perfect day because I can't trade today. Look, Martin is updating. Are you a tech guru? Can you save us?
Who is that?
It's Thinkorswim. Yes, and I can't get in. Frank's already in a trade. Frank is either making money over there or making decisions. He over there doing something. But it's not what I'm doing because I'm sitting here just chatting it up with the people because I can't get in. So if you have a question, drop it here. I will try to answer your questions. Black Women Build Wealth. I hope I answered that for you. Right now, I'm only buying calls and puts. I don't sell any. I don't do any advanced kinds of option strategies. I don't do butterflies, condors, none of that. 90 days in. And here's what I'm working on. I'm really trying to master one really good strategy, you guys. Because I heard somebody say this and it makes sense. I heard a guy on YouTube say that if you can master one strategy that you can get to the place where it's 80% effective or 80% of the time you're successful with this particular trading strategy, roll with it. Roll with that one. Get it to where you got it down and then scale up.
Yes,
Don't that make sense? Then scale up.
1 second.
Oh, yeah, Frank knows where it is. So instead of you learn like on Ford, that's how Tara started. We started right here at this table. And Tara started with one Ford contract. It moves slowly. Now, once she figures that out, all you got to do is buy 4. So what you were making with that one contract, as soon as you know, I can do this. Every time I see this pattern, I know when to jump in. I know when to get out. This thing makes me money. It makes me $10. Okay. Now, instead of buying one contract, buy 5. Ford is so inexpensive. You could buy 10, you know, my baby girl, she buys them 10, 15 at a time because the contracts are less than $100. I think I found a Ford contract one time, you guys, it was like $60. So there's a way for you to get into this game, not lose your shirt, and not be stressed. Trading is not beyond us. We just didn't, you know, nobody ever told us. Nobody told me. I knew nothing about it. It's a new skill for me, but I promise you, it's a skill that I can teach you. I can help you get your Thinkorswim set up. That's a no-brainer. And you won't have this trouble. This amazing. Never happened. So I don't know. I'm going to keep working on this. But if you guys have another question, drop it in the chat. I'll be happy to answer your questions with my limited knowledge. But I will be the first person to tell you, if I know, I'll give you the answer. If I don't, I'll tell you where I think you can get the answer. And if there's some experts here in the chat, please let us know that you're an expert. Drop an E. Just tell us, because we are all novice here. This is a learning community. This is not a community of experts. And so we're kind and we share, and we just want everybody to get better. And Frank is definitely taking off. How's your trade coming, Frank?
Let me take a look.
He takes his eyes off the trade.
Yeah, everything's looking good. I'm not making money yet, but everything like more, so it's fine.
He's up and running. Y'all, I never take my eyes off the trade. I don't. And I'm not sure where I weigh in on that just yet, but I like to watch.
I gotta watch news sometimes.
Okay, so yeah, Frank, everybody does what they need to do to divert the energy or to manage I'm telling you, because it can get intense. So if you have a question, feel free. It says, please put the names of the YouTubers you've mentioned. Okay, cool. Actually, there's a video that I have out, and it's called 10 YouTubers You Need to See If You Want to Make Money in the Market. Go watch that video. As a matter of fact, I have it in a playlist, and it lists my favorite 10 YouTubers, but I can tell you who they are. Black Girl Stocks, Warrior Trading is one of them I mentioned, Trading Addict, Rainer Teo, Wise Trade, the Trading Channel, and Skyview Trading, and of course me. Put me on the list. Y'all need to be watching me. Watch those, but there is a video, and let me see. Can I link a video in this chat? I don't know, but I think I can put it in the description. Let's see, please put the names of the YouTubers. Let's see. I'll do it right here in the chat. Black Girl Stocks. Rainer, R-A-Y-N. And forgive me on the spelling of Rainer. I think it's R-A-Y-N-E-R. Might be O-R. Rainer Teo, T-E-O. Trading Addict. Is one. Wise Trade. They have the best videos. Wise Trade has the most highly produced YouTube videos I've ever seen. They're like little mini movies. They have themes. Go figure. They're long as heck, but they're good. And then I like Skyview Trading too.
Yeah. What kind of
Skyview Trading is good if you're a visual learner. If you need pictures and animation and all of that stuff, Skyview Trading is good for that. Who else? Is it Project Finance? Let me look it up real quick. Project Finance, another YouTuber. He does great videos. Let's see. If you have a favorite YouTuber that you like to follow, drop it in the chat, please. Because you guys probably know some things that I don't know. So drop some. If you're following somebody that you like, you've learned a lot from, drop their name in the chat. I think it's my internet. Are you able to get on? I think it's my internet. I can't even get on YouTube. Let's see. It's my internet. Okay, let's try this. Okay. How comfortable are you using expiration dates? Okay, let's see. BJM says, how comfortable are you using expiration dates, or do you only do same day trades only? Actually, I do a combination of all of it. I started out as a scalper. And if you don't know, there are different kinds of traders. Scalpers are generally people who get in and they get out very quickly. Usually that first 15 minutes, definitely no longer than 30 minutes in the morning. They get in, they get out, they're gone for the day. They make their money. You can scalp, I think, any time of the day. But scalping is simply you're in and out. It's quick. You're looking for momentum. You're looking for volume. You see that thing spike, you get in, you get out. I like that because there's no guesswork. You pick your moment, you get your money, you get out. It's riskier though, because it has to go your way. You get that one shot, it has to go your way if you're scalping. So then I kind of morphed into a day trader. This strategy that I'm using now is more of a day trading strategy. I wait. I don't generally jump in the market the first 30 minutes of the day with QQQ. It's volatile. I've made some money there, but I've lost some money too. So now I always pay attention to the expiration date. Anytime I buy an options contract, I don't buy any that expire the same day. For me, that's too risky. I always get my contracts out at least a week. Oh, at least a week. Because if it doesn't go my way that day, then I'm no longer a scalper. I'm no longer a day trader. I have become a swing trader. And I've done that. If I'm in a trade during the day and it doesn't go my way, I'm not willing to take a loss. I'll swing that trade. I'll let it go overnight. And so that's the difference between a day trader and a swing trader. A day trader starts a trade that day, they finish it that day. A swing trader will allow a trade to go over days, over weeks, over months. They have something called leaps. Leaps can go out a year or two or longer. I don't fool with leaps. I don't have that kind of, did I tell you I got ADHD, right? I'm not hanging around for a leap, but I will swing sometimes. I made some money swinging. Those last two QQQ trades were swing trades. It took me some time for them to work out, but they came out profitable. The only thing I don't like about swing trading is that overnight with QQQ, it continues to trade. And so once the market closes here for me, I can still see trading going on. I'm not a part of that. I can't get my money out. So I don't prefer to swing trade because I don't have any control about what happens overnight. It has worked in my favor. It has worked against me. I don't like that uncertainty. So I guess the long answer to your question is I'm very comfortable with expiration dates. You should be too. There are two things you can do when you're buying a contract. You can buy one that expires that day, but you got till the end of that day to get it right. Why put that kind of pressure on yourself? Pay a little extra. The contract does cost more to get a longer, expiration date that's further out, but you buy yourself that security. So yes, I pay attention to the expiration date. I rarely buy a contract, an options contract that expires that day or the next. I just don't like that kind of pressure. I usually get a 1 week to a 2 week out. It just depends on how volatile the market is. If it's in a downtrend and we're doing the things I know we need to be doing, then I'm okay with a week. But if I see a lot of volatility and this thing might need some time to work out, I'll extend and buy a contract that's 2 weeks out. The further out that contract is, the more expensive it's going to be. So not only that, I also, since we're talking about how I purchase my contracts, I purchase them with a cushion of time. And this, you all don't have to do this. Y'all do know I did say I'm 90 days in, right? I like to buy contracts that are in the money because they're safer. It just simply means that when you purchase that options contract, it already got intrinsic value. You're already into the trade, basically. So if you're buying a put, the strike price is already, I don't want to go into the detail. Listen to this. Buy contracts that are in the money because they're safer. They just have a higher probability of expiring with you where you want to be. The other kind of contract is a contract that is out of the money, and those have less of a chance of you getting the outcome. If you're buying a put, if you get one that's out of the money, it's less likely to expire where you need it to be in terms of price. So you okay?
Yes. Are you in? I'm opening my TD Ameritrade account.
Okay, Ty is signing up. She's getting her account today.
0.
Yay! So we'll have something to report next Friday. We'll see. Hopefully she can get in because Lord knows I can't trade. All I can do for you all today is answer questions. So definitely pay attention to your expiration dates. If you are really feeling like you're a strong trader and you have a thesis and you believe in it and things are going your way, okay, get a contract that's less than a week, whatever. It'll be cheaper. I don't do it. I always buy the time, and I always buy the safety of being in the money. I'm just not that risky trader. That's my short answer. Let's see. Hey, Sandra, new subby. Hey, Latoya, welcome. Welcome. Let us know if you've traded before. Let's see. Who's that? BMJ. Let's get that out of there. Frank, this is the video with the list of YouTubers. Oh, okay. So Frank is dropping some resources for you guys too. We rely a lot on other YouTubers. You can go right in and type in your topic. So just to kind of backtrack, I told everybody what I'm working on right now is support and resistance, because what I found is that as I'm trading, I know how to get out of a trade, but I wasn't getting in a way that maximized my profits. I was getting in all willy-nilly, y'all. I see the thing going up, I'm jumping. That's dumb. Don't do that. That's dumb. You need to plan your entry. Your entry, from my little bit of knowledge and my little bit of research, it's better if you can enter near support, because you already know that there's going to be some resistance there. That price is either going to sit there, it's going to bounce up or bounce down, but that's going to slow it down. Support and resistance is important for your entries and exits too. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, support and resistance, Black Girl Stocks has a great video that talks about support and resistance. Rainer Teo, great video about support and resistance. I think that's critical. I can teach you how to set up your think through swim. I can teach you what patterns to look for, but support and resistance is something you have to plot yourself. I could teach it to you, I could show you, but that's something you have to do on your own. So one way I've gotten around plotting support and resistance is I use Fibonacci's retracement. It's a drawing tool in your think through swim in that application. For me, it works because it plots kind of roughly drawn support and resistance. And I'm sure there are traders in the chat that know more than me. If you do, drop it down. Don't let me tell somebody something wrong, okay? I'm counting on us. But that's how I do my support and resistance. And I've seen other traders use that too, as it's just a really quick way to get that up there so you can kind of plot out your trade for the day. Let's see. Oh yeah, BJM said more premium price. Yes, your premium price, which is what you pay for your options contract. The price that you pay for an options contract is called the premium. Your premium, of course, is going to be more expensive. Doesn't that make sense? If you buy a safer premium, it's like buying more insurance. If you buy more insurance, you're going to pay more. Well, that's what happens when you push your expiration date out a week. That premium is going to be more expensive than a premium that you would have purchased with an expiration that is expiring the day you buy it. If you push it out 2 months, it's going to get even pricier. Personally, I don't see the need to do all of that, because if you ain't worked a trade out in two months, your thesis was all off. It doesn't take that long. This, for me, a week. A stock, at least what I do, QQQ kind of runs through herself. You're going to see that in a week. Whatever she's doing, she's going to do in a week. If it's going up, it's going to go up. If it's going down, she's going to do that in 7 days. So I don't know that I would invest in an options contract beyond 10 to 15 things like overall. Also, I buy contracts, and I've said this before, that are in the money. And it simply means I'm halfway to where I'm trying to go. Why would I buy a contract that's out of the money? I've got to fight through all of that to get to the strike price. No, ma'am. I don't mind paying a little extra for those insurances. Longer, further out expiration dates, in the money contracts. That's what I would recommend for somebody who's just starting. And once we build our skills up, we can take a few more risks, but I'm not into it. For me, investing is, for me, about risk management. It's about protecting your capital. So why risk it? You know, why buy a contract that's going to expire today? Give yourself the cushion. Tara says, when purchasing a contract, I just want to get Tara's comment. Where are you? Okay. Tara says, when purchasing a contract, what does this message mean? Please note that you have selected a weekly option series with a non-standard expiration date. Okay, Tara, that's a great question. There are a couple kind of contracts you can purchase. If you go to the options chain, and I wish I could pull up my options chain, there are weekly contracts expiring, and then they're monthly. There's some dailies in there too. So that note, when it pops up, they're just letting you know that this is not a monthly. A monthly would expire at the end of the month. And those, it used to be a time, you guys, when they didn't have weekly and daily contracts. I didn't know this. It used to be that they all expired monthly. So now, because these new instruments are available, like weekly contracts, daily contracts, they give you that message to let you know this is not a standard monthly expiration date. I hope that helps, Tara, but it's nothing to be alarmed about. It's just letting you know that this is not a monthly expiration. So pay attention to the date. Okay, who's that? Latoya says, a good friend and I will be in Playa in January doing a scouting trip. Yay! Look us up. Latoya, my partner, Sonia, from Sonia Unapologetic, she and I both together, we help people, women who want to relocate to Playa del Carmen. We offer a whole suite of services. So if you aren't familiar, you can check us out. We do calls to help people plan their scouting trips, sabbaticals. And if you want to move abroad and bob around, we can help you with that. So check us out. Let's see. Oh, okay. BJM says, okay, so here's my major learning issues are the Delta, Theta, and the Greek stuff. Yep, the Greeks. I will say this, for me, it feels like the Greeks are kind of like the nuance. They're important. But if somebody's just starting to trade, like you just started, I would say in the order of importance, maybe learning candlesticks, because that's important. You got to be able to read the chart. Candlestick patterns, you should know. That's your guide. I think that's important. Support and resistance, that's market structure. You need those things. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you're starting with. You're starting with $500. That you can't trade if you can't read the chart. And you can't trade if you can't plot and you don't know how to read price action. You basically get the Delta, Theta, and the other one is there's a rho, a gamma. I think there are 4. Those Greeks help, I think, influence the price of and your profit. So definitely Delta is important. Delta has to do with how much you will be getting paid. So that's an important one, and the likelihood of your contract expiring either in the money or out of the money. Theta has to do with time decay. So you always want to check your theta too. Those are the 2 that I look at. Like I'll be honest with y'all. I don't look at gamma. I don't look at rho. I just don't look at them. I do look at the delta because the delta has everything to do with your money, how much that contract is going to pay, and what the likelihood of it expiring in or out of the money. Theta has to do with time decay. So if you've got a 7-day contract, theta ain't your friend. Because like every day it's eating away. You're paying every day that you stay in that contract. So yeah, I don't like to stay in my contracts long because theta, time decay, is eating away at your profits. So they are important. And again, because I'm not an expert in delta, theta, gamma, and rho, I don't know what the other one is. I think those are the 4. I would suggest again that you'll see my buddies. All of them have videos that talk to you about the Greeks. And please don't forget, you got a free resource. If you're trading on TD Ameritrade's platform, they're the best. I'm really starting to see TD Ameritrade is the real deal. Their classes are online. They're on YouTube. You can attend. They have live classes. You can go in person. If you want to know about delta, theta, and all of the Greeks, check out a YouTube video, but more than likely, just hit the education tab. And there's an education tab in your Think Through Swim application right up at the top. Hit it. Type in Greeks. Beautiful video. Everything you need right there to learn about the Greeks. But definitely you do need to know them. Do you need to know them like to make money? You can make money without knowing them. I've done it. I made money before I really even understood like all the Greeks. Did I make maximum money? No, of course not. You do need those if you want to be a good trader. Do you need to know them to get started? Not really, not really, but you do need them. Okay, so let's see where we are. We talked about more premium pricing. Sorry, I can't stay. I forgot my phone. Oh, Shauna. Hey, Shauna. I haven't done any trading yet. Let's see, Latoya. Latoya says, I haven't done any trading yet, but I'm interested. I'm working through the trading channel videos from your recommended list. Yes, the trading channel is great. Latoya, also look at Skyview trading. I love Skyview trading for beginners because they started, I'm talking about seriously from the beginning with pictures, girl, with animation, cartoons. I was like, oh yes, I need this in my life. It breaks it down so simply. So if you are just starting, please work in Skyview trading. Their animations are great. And if you're a guy, I know there might be some guys here too, try Wise Trade. Wise Trade to me is so masculine. It's dark and it's sleek and it's well produced. It's highly polished. I think it might appeal more to a more masculine kind of energy. I like them, but they're long and they're very technical. Let's see. Is there anybody else I think could help you in the beginning? Y'all know I say Black Girl Stocks all day because she's got videos dating all the way back for years. She's been in the game a while. So she's covered all the Greeks. Oh yeah, and her Greeks video is good too. So if you're interested in the Greeks, check her out. Good for you, Latoya, with the trading channel. Comments. Think Swim, yeah, they definitely have great classes. Frank says Thinkorswim has great classes. They do. Don't miss it. Not only classes, they've got videos. No, and when he says classes, he means classes. There's a teacher. There's like a real live person who's been trading for 30, 40 years. They are there. They will answer your questions. There are 2 people. They work in tandem. One person teaches the class. The other person mans the chats. So you can get in those classes for free. And they'll answer your questions in real time on the spot. They also have a whole YouTube component, online, I can't say enough good things about them. Okay, who is this? Sometime, I can't see that. I want to know more about it ASAP. I'm not sure what you want to know more about, but if you stick around, you'll get everything I got. Let's see, let's work together. And thank you. Oh, anytime, BJM. It's my pleasure to share what I've learned with you guys. Okay, I'm gonna try one more time to get in, and then I gotta get Ty set up.
Is it
I'm gonna
finished
try.
installing?
No, I haven't been able to do anything.
I go to Amy and try to open an account there. Or you need this first.
Where are
Do you
you?
need TD? Do you need TD Ameritrade before you open the Thinkorswim account?
It's all a part. What's your status? You have an investment account with them?
So when I switched to financial advisors, they closed it. So now I'm using Merrill Lynch.
Oh, so you need to go
So it's
from
an old
start
one,
to finish.
And they want me to upload some documents.
Yeah, you gotta do all of that. You won't be able to do.
It's gonna take a couple of days.
Yeah, it doesn't take days, does it?
Well, I might have to call them because they're asking for like
Real stuff?
yeah, there's some
That's not.
Yeah.
No, we didn't do that. You hold
You know
tight,
what?
folks.
I think I said
We can do it later.
self-employed. Did you say you have a job?
I did something for it.
I'm just gonna stop on. Let me see, because that doesn't make sense to me. Let's see. Because
We can
no. I want to see because that doesn't make sense.
so I put all the information and it's asking for this. So I don't have this with me.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Come out. No, ma'am, Pam. What's that? Did you do this?
I did my license, I believe.
I don't remember doing any of that, y'all.
Hers is asking for more stuff. Like,
Can you stop there and go back to like the home page?
So it says next sentence of following. So I fill out all the other information.
Okay, keep going. Go ahead, do.
I don't have the documents uploaded.
Okay, so you have to stop, right? You have to stop. Will it save your progress, like what you've entered so far? It will save all of that?
Sure.
Okay, come out. Because you can't, can you do anything else with this?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, come out of there. Let's go into just a new thing, please.
maybe if you come out and take you to the beginning part of that.
Yeah, come all the way
But
out.
I already have an account number. So whatever I did to require this, I'm already there. So I might just have to call them later. Go to your screen.
I never saw that before, Ty. I didn't have to do that. That's weird. And I started from scratch. I didn't have an account.
I mean, I have the documents to send them, but I don't have my social, except for being set the social security card. When's the last time you carried your social security?
No, and I would have never done that online. I'm really funny about uploading that kind of stuff. I wouldn't have uploaded that anyway. I know I didn't do that.
But it does ask you for your social. I know.
Yeah, but not the physical picture.
I would rather talk about it when you're not screaming.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Where are we? Okay, folks. So if you have a question, feel free, drop it below in the chat. We were just trying to get Ty signed up too, and so she ran into a little trouble. But if that happens to you, don't panic. Just call tech support. I will say this, you guys. TD Ameritrade, not only, I know I talk a lot about them. Look, I have, who's the other one? Fidelity, they're good too. Schwab is good. They're all good. But TD Ameritrade, for me, works. And their help desk, I'm telling you, I have had great experiences with them.
You can do this on Schwab.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
might be easier. I think I still have the Schwab account.
Yeah, Frank, you got Schwab.
I have
Yeah.
one.
So you don't use TD Ameritrade?
I used to have Ameritrade because they got the paper trading. They
Yeah.
got on demand, so you can go back in time
And back test.
and pretend to do a trade from 2 weeks ago, a month
I'm
ago.
gonna see if my Schwab is still active.
But
Yeah,
Schwab works too.
it does. What do you think, Frank? You've done both platforms.
But you know they've joined together. Eventually, it's going to be
TD
one
Ameritrade and Schwab.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful thing. Oh yeah, okay. Because I like Schwab. I like their products. I like some of their
Their research
funds.
is good.
Yes. Y'all heard it right there. TD Ameritrade and Schwab, I think, are potentially going to merge together. And TD Ameritrade has the best platform, but I think Schwab has some of the best support. What do you think? Support, yeah. So the two of them together, that's going to be even more powerful, just powerful. All right, let's see. Oh, Gamma. Somebody mentioned Gamma. Yes. Okay, so it's Delta theta, gamma, rho, and I'm not sure. But look them up, you guys. The Greeks are important, but do you need to know them to place a trade? Not really. Can you maximize your profit not knowing them? No. You can't maximize any of this if you don't have some very basic pieces in place. And knowing the Greeks is one of them. Somebody said an example. Tell me what you want an example of, and I'll do my best to give you an example if I can. And if I can, I'll let you know. If I cannot, I will say that. Let me see. Can you tell me about your favorite class to join? Okay. To be honest with you, I don't think anybody should be paying for this. I know I have friends who, you know, let me rephrase that. I think the beginning, you can get a good foundation with free stuff. I think after a while, if you want to really hone your skills, I'm okay with investing in yourself and paying for education. Yes. But initially, I just don't see the need to go right out if you're if you're new to trading, you've never traded before. Don't go spend a lot of money, please. Just learn on the internet. Come learn with us. Get those basic skills kind of under your belt, like how to read a chart, what's support and resistance, just those basic things. It doesn't make sense to pay somebody for that, to ask questions. You can do that with us for free. And then once you get it and decide if you like it, because everybody doesn't like trading. Everybody thinks because you can make money, okay, everybody likes to make money. Yeah, but everybody don't want to make money this way. Either you love trading or you hate it. And you'll know. It won't take you long. It won't take you a month. It'll take you a few trades. And once you see what it is, either you'll love it or it's just not for you. But if you find that you love it and you're new, I say start with the free stuff. Start with what you can learn free. TD Ameritrade has free stuff, invaluable. Schwab, every platform, every investment platform has an education component and it's free. Use it. I promise you. What is it? Fidelity has one. Fidelity's is good. Go to the internet. Everything that TD Ameritrade offers online, they put on YouTube for free. So those are some of my favorite resources. If I had it to do over again, would I go out and buy a class as my first initial introduction to trading options? Nope, I sure wouldn't, because I spent that money, you guys, and I was sitting in class and I didn't even know what the heck they were talking about. I'm like, what the? I couldn't ask questions. It's not optimal. No. Come to a forum like this, ask your questions for free, get all those basics in. And so then when you're sitting in front of a professional that you've paid, now you know what to ask. You already know what you know and what you don't know. I just think it's a more efficient and more effective way to invest if you're going to go down this path. Do not pay $5,000. And y'all, I love some of these folks out here that's doing it, but I'm not paying anybody $5,000 to tell me something I can learn on the YouTube for free. That doesn't make sense. No. And you don't even know if you're going to like this. You don't even know if this is something you're going to pursue. And you're $5,000 on the hook. That don't make sense to me. Come over here and learn with us and see if you like trading. If you like trading, then go ahead and invest. By all means, I encourage everybody. I don't see me or anybody making it out of this journey, learning this skill without paying somebody for their expertise. Now, let's be real. Anything that's worth having, you're probably going to have to invest something to get that, to master that skill. So start out with us, start out in a free trading community, start out with all those free platforms and classes, find out if this is something you really love and you think you could be passionate about. And then once you have enough under your belt that you could talk intelligently with somebody, then go ahead. I would say definitely invest in some classes. And there's several out there. Everybody, just about every YouTuber on this platform, if they have a large following, they've been doing this for years, they offer classes. So I don't recommend that because I don't know. And I don't want to recommend anything that I haven't tried. And, I wouldn't do that. But I would do what I just told you. I would certainly investigate on my own for free take advantage of all the free resources, then pay somebody once I'm sure that's what I want to do. Okay, let's see, what else? Ellie says, I agree with you, Sandra. Learn by reading books, taking free classes, YouTube University. I promise you, I've done it both ways. I would not lie to you guys. I wouldn't steer you wrong. I jumped out there and threw my money on the table because I was anxious and I wanted to get in. You know, my daughter had kind of shown me some things, that some money she was making trading. I was like, okay, I can do this. Jump right in, right behind her, pay for this class. No, ma'am. No, ma'am, Pam. Don't do it, y'all. Do it this way. Trust me, there's enough free information out here. You could literally learn to trade on your own. Frank and I basically taught ourselves. We had that little basic stuff that we knew, and the rest of it, we just wanted. We're passionate about it. We watch videos. We take classes. We do this every day. It's called. Y'all know I got it on cold. That's it. Oh no, that's how she go. She moody. she all and moody. She all and moody. So yeah, if you can, please save your money. I'm here to save you money. Trust me. Oh, and that's not the only place you're gonna learn. Once you start trading, oh, you'll be paying them too. You will learn there too. I pay tuition still. I pay tuition directly to the market. Every time I go in there and I do something, you know, that I wasn't sure about, or I'm learning as I trade. So trust me, there'll be plenty of opportunities for you to throw some money into this project. Don't throw it away willy-nilly, and don't throw it away in the beginning. Are the free materials? Yes. There we go. I hope I'm pronouncing this right. Tanisha. Tanisha says, sorry I'm late. What are the free materials I can learn from? Tanisha, there's so many free materials. Hopefully you have a TD Ameritrade account. I would start there. Either TD Ameritrade or Fidelity. Either one, sign up, get your account. They both have wonderful education centers. So there's a tab. I think they both just say education. Real easy to follow. It's free and it's top notch. I'm like this, and I don't mean to be offensive, but for me, it was better than the paid classes. It was. These people have been doing this. This is what they do. They didn't just come up with a company. This is what they do. TD Ameritrade's been in the business a long time. They've got big bucks. They've got multiple teachers, multiple platforms. Take advantage of all of that. Once you use those platforms, go to YouTube. YouTube is a wealth of information. Even if you don't want to open up an account, go to TD Ameritrade's YouTube channel. Almost everything that they have on their website, they have on YouTube for free. So please take advantage of the free resources first. Do not go out and pay for a class first. Find out if this is something you want to do and invest in. Raise hands slowly. I have paid. Who is this? Ellie says, raise his hand slowly. I have paid for classes. Take Sandra's advice. Get the basics for free. Yep, don't do it. Don't do it. Tara says, there's a running list of YouTube videos dropped in the chat. Yes, check back in the chat. We've got free resources there, but also check out my previous videos, y'all. What do y'all think I'm doing out here? My videos are only about other resources. I'm not teaching in those videos. The videos that I've released in the past are nothing but resources for you guys. I've gone through and searched out the best websites. I've gone through and searched out like all of the stuff that you have access to. Check them out. Every last one of those videos has something in it. Look in the description box of my videos too. There are books that are listed there. Now the books you may have to pay for, but tons of free resources. Go back, check out my videos. Don't forget, like them, y'all. And I hope if you're sitting in the chat, hit the like button. Costs you nothing, it's free. Subscribe. If you're not subscribed, y'all, subscribe. That helps. It keeps me coming back. So yes, there's a running list in the chat. Check it out. Let's see. Who is this? Sandra has videos. Yes, with resources. And all of the resources are free. Did you do it? You asked. VPN. Oh, definitely. Oh, if you are definitely, Frank just told me to remind you guys, use your VPN, please, because you're transmitting sensitive financial information. And if you aren't at home on a secured line or a secured network, you definitely want to trade. I always have on my VPN. I keep my VPN on for everything. But a VPN kind of masks your location, and it helps protect. I think it's a secondary, another layer of protection for whatever you're transmitting. Well, did we just lose something? Oh, this thing is glitchy. So definitely use your VPN. If you don't have one, I use ExpressVPN. I don't get any money from them. Y'all know I just started YouTube. I don't have any affiliate links. Nobody paying me. This is all for free. So ExpressVPN is one. I'm sure there are others, but that's the one I use. I'm not recommending them. I'm just saying it's who I use. They don't pay me anything, but it works. You guys got VPNs?
I'm getting one now. I think that was the problem.
Oh, yes, for sure it is. Because, and especially if you're out of the country, oh, let me tell you this one. If you're trading abroad, you definitely need a VPN, because we can't even log in to Think Through Swim. I can't log in if my VPN isn't on. It'll say something about a proxy. It sends some kind of message. So just do yourself a favor. Install a VPN. You should have one anyway. If you're out in the street moving around, you should have a VPN, because your network can be hacked. So you do want to put in an extra layer of protection if you can. And y'all, this is your money. This is your account. So yeah, take all the necessary precautions. Definitely trade with a VPN. Okay, who is this? Ellie says, FYI, I paid for classes and still struggle with charting. Yes. You guys, when I can say this, with the right instruction, I know this to be true. With the right instruction, anybody can start trading. There is no concept in trading that is beyond anybody's ability to understand. So if you've been watching financial reports and listening to, Jared and them talk stocks, and you feel like it's above your head, it's a lie. That's all. That's intentional. It is not. I could take a third grader, and I mean this. I could take a third grader and show them how to get this thing done. I can make a third grader make money, because it's patterns. Y'all, it's not formulas. This is not rocket science. You're looking at little bitty candlesticks form a pattern. You're going to learn what that pattern is. You're going to learn what this thing does over time. Study the same ticker. I always say that too. If you're starting out, stay with the same ticker. You learn that ticker over time. Don't jump around. Don't bounce around. I don't do penny stocks. I do things that are tried and true. I'm an aristocrat stock kind of girl. I don't do fly by night stuff. So I always pick quality stocks. I always, like I said, I'll pay a little extra premium to be safer, to have a safer kind of investment. And yeah, you can pay for classes up front if you want, but I wouldn't. Ellie is saying she still struggles with charting. Yeah, it's a skill. What is this? It says, you love when you get to teach someone one-on-one. I'm okay. As a teacher, I taught for almost 30 years. So one-on-one is good. But to be honest with you, I prefer groups. I prefer to get it out to the masses. I do one-on-one sessions, and those are good. I like those for specific things. But if I can get this video out here and we can reach 40 people with me telling you all this all at once, that's efficient to me. One-on-ones I like to reserve if somebody is struggling with something, because I don't want anybody to struggle. Or if you're just getting started and you're not sure, your confidence is a little shaky, I want to give you the confidence that, yeah, you can do this. I promise you. I needed Frank, though, to be honest with you, because I knew in my mind, I was like, once I learned it, I was like, my God, I could teach this to anybody. But it wasn't until Frank and I started working together, and I promise y'all, it wasn't even 3 weeks. Once Frank really got in front of it and he started training and making money, I was like, yep, it's official. Anybody could really come in. I will say this, because you have to pay attention to detail. and there's so many details. It can be overwhelming. So this might be challenging for someone. And look, I've taught all kind of people, and anybody can learn. But because this thing is so, it moves fast. If you have like dyslexia, or if you have some kind of, you can still trade, but you may have to put things in place to help you keep track of all those little bitty moving pieces. Because I have ADHD. This I know. I've lived with it all my life. So I have to put things in place to make me successful. Because this could, it can get overwhelming. It's a lot. So I usually trade with paper and pencil. Even though I have a running tab, you're keeping track of the price action. I write it down. That's something I have to do for me. So if you're a person and you're trying to start trading and you already know you might have some difficulty, maybe it's vision, whatever it is, trust me, teachers, all we do is find ways to adapt. We find ways to make things work for all learners. So no matter where you are, if you're a quick study, like Frank was a quick study, you get it. All I had to do was toss it out. I'm like, here, this is what you need to know. Frank took it and ran. He making money. If that's not you, that's okay too. You can still trade. You can still trade. I'm almost 60, y'all. These eyes ain't young, but I can get it done because there are certain things I've figured out along the way. Okay, wait, I have to have this in place. I have to have music. I have to have a calm environment. If you are concerned at all about getting started, hit me up. I promise you there's something we can do to make sure that you're successful, whether we need to come up with some modifications, make your screen bigger, whatever it is. Anyone can trade and be successful, but you do have to study. You got to be committed. Let's see, Tanisha. Okay, you going to timeout. Did you see y'all? Who was that? Do you have dividend stocks too? Let me put that one on. Oh, shucks, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, Lord, I just put somebody in timeout. I didn't mean to. Uh-oh, sorry about that. I need Sonia. Sonia can maybe help me get them out of timeout. Oh, gosh.
What do we do to end broadcast?
That would turn the whole thing off. I meant to put somebody in timeout because she asked me something about licking my lips. This is not the place for that, ma'am. This is not the place for that. But then I took somebody else. Oh, here it is. Tanisha, I didn't want to block Tanisha, but I did. Tanisha, I'm sorry. I was trying to block that lady that asked me about licking my lips. Really? This is not the time or the place. So, Tanisha, I'm sorry. I'm going to answer your question. Y'all, I'm new to YouTube too, but I want to help. When are your classes? Hey, Kay Brooks, thanks for joining us. Right now, I don't do classes. Right now, I do a Friday live. You can schedule a one-on-one with me. I have a link. I'll link it in this video as well. So initially, if you need to get set up with Think Through Swim, I can help you do that. You can click the link, sign up for a time. It takes about an hour. Then I don't know. I think maybe I will start some classes, maybe later, once I learn a little bit more. Right now, hey Bumpy. Right now, you guys, I'm only 3 months in, 90 days in. So I don't feel comfortable really teaching. There are only certain things I feel comfortable teaching because I understand what I know and what I don't know. So what I'm comfortable teaching is how to get started, because that's what I did. I'm comfortable with teaching you how to set up your Think Through Swim, how to purchase your first options contract, particularly, something small like something that's manageable. I can do those things. But in terms of a formal class, that's probably in the works. I'll see as I gain more knowledge, then maybe I'll pull a class together. But feel free to join us every Friday for live trading. Usually I wouldn't take classes like this. I wouldn't take questions like this. I would be trading. But unfortunately, I couldn't trade today. I couldn't get my platform up. So I'll be researching to figure that out. But classes might be in the future for us. We'll see. Oh, and Tara says, journaling the price helped me a lot. Yeah, I journal the price too. Whenever I sit down to trade, I usually have a trading journal where I try to write down the price, the day, what I bought it, what I sold it. I run a journal of the price action. It just helps me. And I've been able to go back and I can see over time, like, look, this stock has really been moving like this because I have it all in my journal. So definitely you need a trading journal. And my friend, my dear travel sister, Sonia of Sonia Unapologetic, guess what? She has trading journals, y'all. So if you all want to purchase a trading journal, please go over to her channel, Sonia Unapologetic on YouTube. She's also Sonia Unapologetic on Instagram. And she's not only got trading journals, she's got all kinds of journals, self-care journals, travel journals. So please check her out. But definitely you need to journal. You have to do that. I think we're caught up on questions. Hey, Tracy, thanks for joining us today. If you got any other questions, if I missed your question, I'll scroll back through the chat. But if I missed it, put it in the chat again, and I'll try to get your questions answered.
Okay.
Thank you, Chloe. I got them. I blocked them. But I also blocked somebody else. And I wasn't trying to. Tanisha. I wasn't trying to block Tanisha. I mean, I just put her in timeout. That one time, whoever, I did get to that person. Okay, so let's see. Where's Tara?
How did you pick that one?
Because this stock.
Okay.
Hey,
Bumpy, I hope you trading today. Bumpy trades nano stocks. He looks at those. He's been trying to get me into it. So I'm going to check out the nanos.
Eventually it's gonna come out to where
this is so great. I'm trying to see.
So you're not worried about this one?
Yes. Ellie said, preach, Sandra. That's why I haven't given up. I know I will get it eventually. The light bulb will go off. Yes, it will. But I'm sure, Ellie, I don't know if you had this happen, but this happened to me. You guys, like the first month or two, I wasn't frustrated, but I wasn't pleased because I was like, I know I'm not a dummy. I know I'm not dumb. I can get this. But it was so many pieces that I felt like, okay, maybe trading isn't for me. Then, like, I would say maybe into that third month, once I had gotten enough information, I was like, oh, I promise you, it was almost like something flipped. It was like a switch flipped. It was really when I learned and I took a chance and I went online and I just placed the first trade blindly. You know what? I've been in class. One day you just got to take the trade. And I did it. And I mean, I was off to the races after that. But there was a period of time where I really was questioning, like, can I put all these pieces together? And I'd say, yes, you can. If I can do it, you can do it. But the approach is everything. That's another reason I don't recommend taking a class with a professional right out the gate, because it depends on who the person is. You know, have you ever been in a class with a person who knows their stuff? They really know it, but they don't know how to teach it to you. They get up and they show you how much they know, but you leave not knowing as much as you could have. Just because you know a thing doesn't make you a good teacher. So what I found is better for me was to break this thing down. I didn't need all that information they were throwing at me. They were throwing everything, the kitchen sink. I don't need that. So I had to step it back for myself. And this is what I found works best. I think having taught for so many years, this is what I know. This is what I bring to this, is that if you break things down simple enough where people can digest small pieces, and once they master that small piece, then you build on. You don't throw the kitchen sink at them. You don't tell them all. That's why I said, guys, don't worry about the Greeks just yet. Nope, it's not that important to getting to the trade. what is important is understanding market structure. If you don't know what that word means, that's a good place to start. What is market structure? That's price action. How does the stock move? What are the highs and the lows? What's the average trading range in a day? Does the stock move $5 a day, $2 a day? You don't need, anybody can learn that. You can just look at that. So start with the little pieces, master those little pieces, and then build on. That works. In my experience as a teacher, it has worked for years. It's called scaffolding. I front load. I try to give you those little things like tips and tricks that will help you where you don't need a lot of skill. You don't need skill to recognize a pattern. You just need eyeballs and you need to know what the pattern is. So I can teach you those basic building things first. Then we go back and fill in all the nuances. Because those things, if you start trying to learn the Greeks, charting, all that stuff at once, you'll hang it up, you'll quit. That's why so many people quit. People quit for two reasons. They quit, one, because they don't think they can master the content. They don't think that they can get all these moving pieces together. And two, people quit because they jump in too quickly and they lose their money. Now, if you start out a new hobby and 2 months in, you think you've mastered it, no, that's not the way it works. So we start out slow. We start out with manageable pieces, and then we build on what we know. And then we add in those nuances later. So, Ellie, thank you. You are absolutely right. Don't give up. The light bulb will go off. You guys will get it. Frank says, when you find one aspect of trading that you enjoy, focus on learning that one thing because it can be overwhelming. Yep. My thing that I like, you guys, I like charting. I like looking at the chart. I don't like to do fundamental research or fundamental analysis. Fundamental analysis is where you study about the company, who runs this company, all the history and all their profit and loss and all that stuff. I'm not into it. I mean, because I don't think I need to know to read this chart. I like the actual getting my hands on. I like opening up that chart. I like looking at it on the minute, the 3 minute, the 5 minute. I want to know what she looks like every moment of the day. So I'm into that. I'm into QQQ like that. I would also say find something that you love to trade. If you are into tech and Apple, I have all Apple products. That would be something very logical for me to invest in. I understand Apple products. I know when they have a new release. So that's added information for me. So trade Apple. You already know. You know if they're doing well, if they're not doing well in the market. Trade what you know. Warren Buffett says that. He doesn't buy anything that he doesn't understand. He doesn't invest in anything that he does not know. That's solid advice. That's probably one reason too that I missed out on that the deer move because I just didn't know that stock.
I just want to show you that today it's not my day.
Okay, let's see. When are your classes?
So when I was signing up for Nord,
You guys are really speaking something into existence over here. I don't have a class at this point. What I do is a live trading on Friday. I do one-on-one setups for Thinkorswim. And if there's something specific I can help you with getting started trading. So far, those are the only two services that I have. I freely share, during the live. So maybe I will consider maybe doing a weekly class. But I could tell you this, if I did a class now, you guys, it would be basic. I'm talking about basic. It would be how to read the stock chart. It probably wouldn't be any of those advanced strategies because I just don't have those under my belt yet. But I could definitely, I'll think about it. I'm gonna look and see. We got a lot of things going on. Sonia and I are working on another business venture. So I want to pace myself because anything that I do and put out for you guys or for any public consumption, I want it to be done well. I don't want to just say, I'm doing this and doing that just for the sake of saying I'm doing it. I would love to do a class, to be honest with you, because I do enjoy teaching. But it would take some time for me to pull it together. So we'll see. It might be in the works. Thanks for speaking that up, though. I think we're caught up. Let's see. Oh, the Deere move, Bumpy. I don't know if you got in on it, but John Deere, that stock shot up like 20 something dollars. It took off in the morning, man. That was a winner. Yes. Tracy says people need the basics. Oh, that was Bumpy in the Deere move. Tracy says people need the basics. Yes, you do. And I wish somebody had done that for me. That's why I think this is what got me even started thinking about a YouTube channel, was because I knew if I had just had somebody to talk to, it wouldn't have taken me that long, you guys. It shouldn't take anybody that long. We're adults. Most of us have been to school. We know how to take notes. We know how to study. You know how to support yourself in studying and getting something done. I didn't have that kind of support. So when most Black women, when we don't have what we want, what do? We go out and make it. We create it. We bring it to the table. So that was the birth of the YouTube channel, really, was because I needed a community. I didn't want to trade alone. And I wanted to share, because once I figured out I could make money, I wanted to stand on rooftops and just be yelling, y'all, you can make money with your phone. You can make money with your computer. All you got to do is get a little bit of knowledge under your belt. Be smart, don't take unnecessary risks, and you can make money. And Bumpy always screams about the nanos. I'm gonna have to check those out. Oh, this is my dear friend, my other travel friend, Tracy Collins. You all need to check out Tracy's YouTube channel too. We'll drop all of those links. Once the broadcast is done, I'll go back in the description and drop the links, because you guys need to check out Sonia Unapologetic, and then Tracy Collins. She has a YouTube channel as well. And Tracy says that she can help me structure this class. Sister, I think I'm going to take you up on that, because I love to teach. You guys know I would have done that for free. And that's the truth. I would have taught those little babies for free. It was tough work. Yep. It was challenging. I didn't like it every day, but the children were always a joy. Just knowing that I could teach them something, or see them learn and grow. I do like that. I love that for all people. If we can learn from one another, and if I can save you some money in learning, yeah, that makes me feel even better. I'm just scrolling through the chat to see. Oh, here's Tara. Tara started trading with us, you guys, right here at this table. She said, starting with Ford really helped me iron out the kinks and held me accountable. Yes, and Ford is under $100. This is probably not the best advice, you guys, but I did it both ways. I paper traded, and by all means, you need to paper trade. But what I found is that when it's not real money, people don't come to it with the same energy. A paper trade, you might walk away and make a sandwich. You will not walk away and make a sandwich when you have your money sitting on the table. Frank takes his eyes off the trade. I don't take my eyes off the trade. Frank takes his eyes off because he knows how to set his stops and stuff. So he doesn't have to really, really watch, because that stop will do exactly what you tell it to. You can place stop limit orders. You can, at the time when you purchase your contract, you can set the parameters. You can say sell when it reaches this point. You can do that by percentage, or you can decide like how much profit you want. You decide that ahead of time. That's why you have a trading plan. I know we talked about a trading journal. A trading journal is what you use when you're trading, and you're jotting down all that relevant information. What stock you bought, what price you bought it at, what you sold it at, what the profit was. And I personally like to do a running price action journal. That's your journal. But a trading plan is something that you have before you even get into the trade. And your trading plan will include things like, are you doing a call? Are you doing a put? What's your objective? How much money do you expect to make out of this? When are you exiting? You never go into a trade unless you know where you're going to exit, So that's why this isn't gambling. Somebody asked me the other day, how is this different from gambling? Girl, I gambled plenty of times, and I never once had a plan I never once had any control. Once I put that money on the table, that's gone. You don't get to reach your hand back over there and say, well, no, I want to reallocate that. That's gambling. I put plenty of dollars in a slot machine, and once you put it in, you have no control. That's not this. You have control every minute of the day of your capital. You're the investor. You have control every minute of the day. I can call this trade back anytime I get ready. If it loses 2 cents and I'm not happy, hit the button. I don't want to lose 3 cents. So this is not gambling. It shouldn't be. It's gambling when you're uninformed. It's gambling when you're uneducated. Really, you just tossing money out the window. Traders, real traders, you don't go in like that. I would never come in here on a day. I've done it, but don't do this. I've opened up my computer and tried to do it and I lost. Don't do that. Start out with a plan. Know what you're going to do. Know what you're going to do if the trade doesn't go your way. Know when to get out. What is your stop loss? I'm never interested in losing more than 10% is a lot too, 10, 15%. Because once you get 30% down, it's so hard to regain those losses. It's just not worth it. The market is open every day, 5 days a week for trading, close on holidays, but they do it every day. They make money every day. So even if you don't make it today, if you lose a little today, control your losses, come back and fight tomorrow. I think I got everybody. Let's see, exciting. Something. Oh yeah, exits. Exits are important. But you know what? Even more so than your exit, I think that entry. You lose money or make money right at that entry. That's the truth. The exit, if you've already made money and you're getting out of the trade, now you're talking about preserving money on the way out. And Frank taught me how to set a limit order to exit your trade so that you control more of how much profit you take. Because if you mark it out, anybody who's traded, if you mark it out, which I have marked it out of an order, that means just get me out of this trade no matter what it costs. They're not going to give you the best price. You're definitely going to leave money on the table, and it can be ugly. I've tried to close out a trade and had like 3 figures, a hefty amount of profit, and close that trade out, and it was nowhere near what it was. So do learn how to exit your trade, but really the real money is made on your entry. Do you get in at the right time? Because that's going to set the tone. Let's see. Oh, this one, we got to get this one. Let's see. We should have blocked you. Block. That's what we meant to do. Block your ass. Okay, now I hope. Okay, now why can't I get block? Okay.
It's only 2 hours left.
And get you out of here. Okay, so did we get that one-time person out? And did poor Tanisha get a chance to come back into the chat? Tanisha, forgive me. Y'all forgive me. Okay, let's see. Entry I can understand, but exit kicks my butt. Yeah, that exit it's all a work. It's all a work in progress. That's true. I think I'm back. Oh, hey y'all, we back. Thank y'all. You waited. Thank you. I'm back. We're back. Oh, hey y'all, we back. Thank y'all. You waited. Thank you. We're back. Oh, hey y'all, we back. You waited. Thank you. Yeah. I was just doing this weird silence. Maybe a Safari. There it is. So it does work in Safari. I don't know. What do I know, y'all? We had a whole.
Put it on mute. I don't know if you get that.
Okay, let's see. Can you hear me? Can you? I don't know. If you can hear me, drop a H in the chat, y'all, because I can't tell. You can hear? Okay, perfect. I have no clue what happened. We were talking and suddenly we weren't. So we're back. The trading day is abbreviated today. So I think it's done at 1, Frank? Is the trading day over at 1? I think so. I know it's not till 4 today. So if you guys have any more questions, oh good, you can hear me. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Perfect. Okay. Can somebody please help me? Tell me, did we get Tanisha out of timeout? Tanisha get out of timeout, or did she just give up? Okay. So we're back. If you have a specific question about anything, drop it down here. Marilyn says, hey Marilyn, thanks for joining us. Marilyn says, I'm going to start reading the resources you've given me. It's never too late. I'm always learning. I'm retired and 73 years young. Marilyn, you can do this. I promise you, you can. I promise. And if you get stuck at any point, hit me up. You know how to get me. You can message me on Instagram from Lack to Legacy, or you can get me a message through any one of those YouTube videos. I answer all the comments. If you get stuck, Marilyn, I need to know you can do this. I want you to know you can do it, and I want you to know that I'll support you getting started. So if you haven't set up your Think Through Swim and you need to, let me know, make an appointment. I can get you set up and we can get you started with your first trade. Everybody knows I recommend Ford for the first trade. Talk with Tara. Tara, I think we had maybe 2 or 3 sessions, and she's trading Ford on her own today. So Tara, let us know how your trade goes with Ford. And Marilyn, best wishes. Good luck. You can do it. I promise you. With a little support, anybody can get it done. Yeah, I had to put somebody in timeout, Bumpy. It was some chicken here talking real reckless. I don't know if it was, you never know if it's a woman or a man, but talking real reckless. You know, keyboard terrorist. Okay, cool. Okay, so we're back on. Bumpy, you trade anything today? Paper trade or live trading? And Tara, you want to update us on how Ford is doing? Is it a call day or is it a put day? Somebody asked me too to show them how to find that heat map. And the heat map, Frank, what tab is the heat map under? Is it
Market watch?
Is it market watch? Can you hit it?
Yeah, that's.
Yeah. Somebody was asking, I'm gonna show your screen. You see, is your stuff all covered up?
Yeah.
Okay, somebody was asking, how do you get to this heat map so you can decide if it's a red day for puts or if it's a green day for calls? And at the top of your Think Through Swim screen is a tab that says Market Watch. If you tap that one, and then what does that one say? Visualize. So if you hit Market Watch and then tap Visualize, you'll be able to see that entire heat map. And that I use that to help me decide if I'm doing calls or puts. That's not the only thing I use. But if it's an all red day, and particularly if it's really red and Tech is red, like Apple, Google, all those FANG stocks, Facebook, Apple, all of that. If they are all red, I'm going with it, particularly with QQQ, because I think you guys all know now QQQ is heavy with tech stocks. I want to say it's about 50%. The weight of that ETF is 50% weighted in tech stocks. So if tech's having a horrible day, QQQ is probably having a pretty crappy day too. It's just another indicator. Then once I get that, I go to my little market watch. I look and see if it's a crappy day there. Then I'm leaning toward a put. But the truth is, whatever that chart says, I think here's something I learned the hard way. Don't wake up in the morning with an idea of what you're going to do in the market. That's not how this goes. The market dictates what you do. So now I prefer to do puts because we're in a down market, but I'll do whatever that chart says. If I wake up and that stuff's all green, guess what we're doing today? We're buying calls. If I wake up and I see it's half and half, I wait. You don't have to trade every day. Trading every day, just like just every day, you just get up and trade every day. I think that's a losing strategy. Every day is not tradable. Frank, I can't even look at QQQ, but he told me it's nothing happening. Today would have been a great day to just sit out. Don't do anything. For me, that's a great way to preserve capital. Don't overtrade. Don't jump in and out. I did all of that crazy stuff. Don't do that. I did it. I lost money. Don't overtrade. Don't jump in and out. Pick one, ride it out. At least that's what works for me. I couldn't pull mine up today, so I decided. Oh, Tara's paper trading today. Paper trading is legit. Please, paper trading is necessary before anybody, I think, places a money trade. I don't see how anybody could do that. You learn a new skill and you just go toss your money on the table? I would always paper trade. There are two things, and I didn't know this. Did you all know there's a difference between paper trading? You do that when you first log into Thinkorswim. There's a toggle switch. It says cash money and paper money. If you toggle over to paper money, you're paper trading. There's also another feature that is very different from paper trading on Thinkorswim, and that's the on-demand tab. The on-demand tab allows you to back trade. So when you tap that on-demand button, you're not paper trading, really, because paper trading is almost in real time. That's the difference. When you hit the paper trading tab, that little button toggle, you're trading that day with the same market. It's just a little behind. But when you hit the on-demand button, which is so powerful, you can go back and test a trade. Let's say you got in a trade and got out. You didn't maximize your profit. You can take that very same information, hit that on-demand button, and go back, recreate that day, and then say, practice. What would your profit have been had you gotten in earlier? What would your profit have been if you exited at this point? So two different things, two different options with that platform that are both powerful and useful. Paper trading is your practice. You're just practicing every day. Paper trading, they give you $200,000. You can big ball, you can ball out, do all of that stuff, have fun. But once you've placed a trade and you want to examine it or analyze it, and I suggest that everybody does that. I don't care if it's one contract with Ford. Once you exit that trade, back test it. Go back, hit the on-demand button. Pull up that day. You have to put in the exact day and time in the stock, and it'll pull it back up for you. Go in, play around with your entry and your exit. Where would you have had to enter to maximize the amount, that amount of money? Where would you have had to exit to make sure you got the most profit? Y'all, that's invaluable. To me, I like back testing maybe even more than paper trading, because I can play. You can't play around with paper trading. The trade just plays out. But with that back testing, that's the thing. That's where I've learned the most, is in back trading. Bumpy says, I don't know. Well, let me pull it up. He says, I don't know if I want to use that, Sandra. That would hurt if I did not hold my guns long enough. I don't even know what you mean, Bumpy, but we'll talk about guns off camera. Bumpy knows me. I'm an avid firearms. Yes, I'm sorry. I hope that doesn't offend anybody, but yes. But you know, I lived in Chicago, y'all. Everybody has a firearm. The crooks, the criminals, everybody got a, you know, but we're not gonna discuss that. Everybody. So that's why. But thanks, Bumpy. But Bumpy is a hunter. He is in North Carolina. I didn't say much more. Tara is trading Ford today. She says Ford had a small drop, then jumped, and it's beginning to soar. It looks like it's about to go to sleep, though. Yep. Tara has always traded Ford, so she understands the rhythm of Ford. Yep, down, down, down. Oxy.
I'll tell you.
Oh, no. Okay. My friends they know me. I'm fiending over here, y'all. I don't have a chart. I'm about to go through withdrawals because by this time of the day, I would have traded, you know, been in and out of maybe at least 2 trades, but we'll see. Mm-hmm. Marilyn says, I used to live in Chicago a long time ago. You know, Chicago can be a little wild and woolly. If you outside, you better keep your head on a swivel. So it's really nice, though, to have had that experience, to be away from there and to be in sunny, beautiful Mexico. We don't have those concerns here. All right, folks, I think we're going to wrap it up. I'm going to go till noon, and I'm going to try one more time to see if I can get my thing. I'm going to give it one more shot. I'm going to try. I just want to look at QQQ. I just want to point out some things on QQQ. So let me see if I can pull it up. That's what I want to learn on. Yeah, Ford, for sure. I recommend Ford to everybody. That's a good one. Because you can get in the game for so little money, and you can learn in real time. Y'all give me about 30 seconds. I'm going to try to boot this thing up on time. Shutting everything down. Sonia, you can get on the internet? I know, I think it's the internet. Frank, I don't know how you were able to get it. And you're on too.
I don't think your issue is the internet.
You don't think so?
No, because it downloaded the software, then it was installing.
Yeah.
But once it's installing, that's not your internet, it's on your computer.
That makes sense. Okay, that makes sense, Frank. You're right.
Can I be IT junior?
Yes, please help us. Oh, please.
Oh, shoot, I'm like
Please.
IT senior.
You're senior.
No.
Something's going on, guys.
You sitting up camera.
Mhm.
I'm not senior.
You're at home. I can't find. Nope, it's something going on because I can't get on the internet at all.
You can't get on the
Is it
internet?
Mercury
I have no
retrograde?
idea. It feels like it.
Oh, I was gonna say if it's Mercury retrograde, I'm good. I'm gonna shut down shop. I already know what that is. That happens to me every time. I always experience tech trouble. But you're in, huh, Sonia?
Yeah, okay, so I'm good.
Not me. Let's see.
I'm thinking about getting
Nope. Okay.
a hotspot.
Yeah, we need
Because I
that.
had the power go out on me.
That
With
is
a
no
trade?
fun. In a trade for your internet to go out, for your power to go out.
Like when we look to start going to other countries, I need to know everything I need to
QQQ is on the drop. But see, y'all, we make money even when it drops.
Well,
So
I mean,
a drop is not a
I
bad
haven't thought about
thing.
the purpose
It's
of moving
how is it
around.
dropping? Is she
Should be
dropping
good.
like
But I'm
like a rock. Because if she dropping like a rock, we miss money. And I'm just gonna chalk it up to it's just not a good tech day. So it was a good teaching day. It wasn't a good tech day. I'm trying to think going into the next week, if I had to offer anything for you guys going into the next week, definitely check out Black Girl Stocks on Sunday. Get in her chat if you are looking at a stock or something. If you are interested in any stock, get in her chat, drop the call or the ticker symbol in her chat. She'll give you all that stuff for free. I try to get in there every now and then just so she can, kind of give me some guidance for the week. Definitely check her out on Sunday. And then set your notification bells for Friday. We're going to be doing this every Friday. I think next week I'm going to do Thursday and Friday. What I wanted to show you guys is Power Hour. Power Hour is really good for new traders because it's happening. It's momentum. You got 15 minutes to kind of get in there and make some money. So check out Black Girl Stocks. Yeah, Bumpy just dropped her in the chat. Black Girl Stocks for sure. And check back. I'm going to set up another live for Thursday. One for Thursday, one for Friday. And then we'll get back together then. Have your questions ready too. So if you guys got some questions, questions come up before I can get back to you guys on Thursday of next week, hit me up on YouTube at From Lack to Legacy. You can reach out to me on Instagram, Lack to Legacy, and please check out my travel sister, Sonia Unapologetic, on YouTube. Check her out on Instagram. Get you a trading journal. You need one. If you're trading without a journal, if you're trading without a plan, you are not setting yourself up to be the most successful. All right, y'all, I gotta go. I gotta go figure out my tech stuff so that I can be up and ready for you guys next week. It's always a pleasure, people. Happy trading, and let's make lots of money. See y'all. We out. Later, Gators. I got it. Yeah.